Welcome back to the bluegrass on this absolutely sultry Thursday afternoon. Okay, so here's what we're working on. I got to hurry up because the cameraman is melting and she's threatening to divorce me. Okay, so remember a couple of months ago when I was making those videos about one of these things is not like the other? This is another one of those videos. So let's see if we can figure out what's not like the other. So we start off, we have a Black Labrador Retriever named Showdown, Black Labrador Retriever named Portly, Black Labrador Retriever named No Name, Black Labrador Retriever named Maxie, and this is Sophie. And Sophie is also a Labrador Retriever, but she is what people are calling now a Champagne Labrador Retriever. And you might say, well, Stoney, what in the world is a Champagne Labrador Retriever? Look, listen, that's just what they're doing now. Come on, Sophie, you can do it. If you'll go back and watch the Silver Lab videos that I made and the Charcoal Lab video that I made, then you'll kind of get a good basic understanding of what I know about these variations of Labradors that have the dilute gene that gives them these off colors, okay? Now, I know already you're saying, Stoney, why are you doing that again? You know, and you're getting your comment fingers ready because you're going to, come on, Sophie, because you're going to start typing as soon as you see Sophie, and you're going to say, Stoney, that's not a real lab. Labs only come in 3 colors, chocolate, yellow, and black. Okay, and so here's Maxie. We know he's a lab, right? Okay, and some of you are just going to absolutely refuse to accept the fact that this dog is a Labrador Retriever. Look, I'm not trying to convince you of anything. You know what I think. Like any of y'all that watch my channels, y'all know exactly what I think a Labrador should be. So I don't even really have to, have to say anything. But my job is to report on things that I see down here at the kennel, and that kind of gives you some insight into what's coming up in the dog industry at large and how dog trainers live their lives and what they do. And this is what a dog trainer does. He sees, different kinds of dogs. And for the last few years, we've seen lots and lots of various poodle mixes. And, I've got a dog coming next week from a guy that's in the movies. He's got a Bigador, half Beagle, half Labrador. I don't know what everybody's doing. They do crazy stuff. And like I said, it's not really my job to be judgmental, but I am. And all y'all know what my opinion. So I don't need to repeat it here. But when you're, giving your opinion in the comments section, try not to be too ornery about it, okay? Look, this is a very nice dog, as I'm going to prove when we go out back. And you notice that she's been here a few weeks and she's been able to master our basic vocabulary and the physical skills required to be able to go out and deal with whatever type of, watch out, fatty, whatever type of environmental impediments might pop up in regular, daily activities, okay? So we're gonna walk out back now, and I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4 black labs and 1 Champagne Labrador with me, and we're gonna see if there's a ton of difference in terms of, how the dog would fit into your actual daily life. So if you're not getting in the water every day, and you're not retrieving game every day, well then maybe this dog will do just fine for you, okay? And for those of you who, just absolutely refuse to accept Sophie as a Labrador Retriever, I'm not, go ahead. I mean, think what you want to think. I don't care. Like there's people that don't think chocolate labs should be, part of the breed standard. And there's lots of people, that think if a dog's not good in the water and it doesn't retrieve game, that it shouldn't be able to meet the breed standard for Labrador Retriever. So y'all can hash all that out in the comments, but try to be civil, okay? Because again, I'm just reporting on what is going on in the dog industry. I'm not causing it, okay? All right, so go ahead, make those comments, but at least watch me take this dog out back and just run around through our normal activities with these black labs before you start making your comments, okay? Do me that one small favor. All right, so we'll just walk along our paths, and we've got 3, 4 black labs and 1 Champagne lab with us, and we'll see, how the walk goes. A lot of times, people get really caught up in things like the breed standard and whatever, and I'm a stickler, guys. Look, when I say all dogs want to be labs, but all labs want to be black, I really do think all the labs should be black, So, like, that's what I think. Not that anybody cares what I think, And, but people get tore up about this idea of throwing these dilute gene dogs in, the charcoals, the silvers, and now the champagnes. And I understand. I mean, I really do. I understand. You know, but on the other hand, there's a lot of labs out there that aren't very good in the water. There's a lot of labs out there that aren't good retrievers. There's a lot of labs out there that, you know, they don't live a long time. I mean, it's not like just because the dog's black, yellow, or chocolate that it's perfect, you know. So try not to be, you know, try not to, come on. Try not to be too judgmental, maybe. I mean, look, she's running around with all these black labs and seems to be doing well. We'll go over here and maybe do a little woodpile challenge and see if she can climb the woodpile. Okay, so we did the small challenges course, and then obviously we walked out into our pre-adventure area off the leash, and the Champagne Labrador kept up with the Black Labradors. So I'll come over here and I'll go up the woodpile, and we can see if the Champagne Labrador can, you know, navigate the woodpile challenge. Look, seems to be doing a pretty good job, and it is slippery out here, guys. It's been raining for days, and look, she's coming right along, doing just fine. Very nice. Oh, you're a very good dog. She's very sure-footed, friendly. She's getting along good with all these other dogs. So we'll head on down here and do some more adventuring. Come on, Sophie. All right, guys, now we'll go down some of our paths and let these dogs follow us around. Very good. I'll have to wait for the cameraman to make her way through the wilds of the bluegrass state. Oh, it's a very good Sophie. And you'll notice that Sophie stays pretty close, just like Maxie. She checks in often. Very good dogs. Now these older dogs, they're a little bit more adventurous. They kind of set the tone for the overall adventure. And you know, what I really like about having the mentor dogs is that they go out and come back, go out and come back. That you're always checking in. And see, so the younger dogs that come here, you know, they just learn to check in a lot. Well, so when they check in, what we call that, you know, is like freedom extensions, right? So like if they want to come out here and play in the outback, then they have to come check in every so often. And we kind of, you know, the analogy that I use is like when you're at a car wash, you know, and you start hearing the beeping because you're running out of time. You run over there and you put some more quarters in the slot, and it buys you some more time. So see, Sophie knows that if she runs over here and she gets calm, attentive, and polite, she buys her some more time in terms of freedom in our adventure area. Come on, Sophie. Very nice. Good dogs. Dun, 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 dun. You're a very good dog. You're a good dog, Maxie. And you're a good dog, Shogun. You're very good dogs. And so we have 1, 2, 3 black labs and a Champagne lab. And look, the Champagne lab has stayed around. Oh, here he comes. I was just fixing to make the point that, you know, everybody was probably expecting the Champagne lab to wander off and not be able to keep up. And, you know, I thought one of the black labs maybe had went back to the house, but nope, there he came, barreling down the path. And again, you guys wonder why black labs are my favorite. Well, that's why. They're just awesome. So trustworthy. But Sophie's a good dog. Watch. Sophie, come. Look at that. You know, how are you gonna complain about that? That's a good, nice recall. I mean, she could run from here to, you know, Louisville if she wanted to. There's no fences back here. You know, the only thing that's keeping her back here is the agreement that her and I have, where she says, hey, Stonnie, I'll hang out pretty close if you'll give me a fair amount of freedom. And I'm like, that's cool. That's awesome. So let's go up here. We'll go up to my big brush pile, and we'll see if any of these dogs can navigate the big brush pile. Very nice dogs. You fine animals. You are fine animals. All right. Now, for those of you guys who have really watched my channel for a long time, then y'all know kind of the evolution of the brush pile challenge. We've been stacking and stacking stuff because I've been raising these farm dogs, and they're so good at challenges that we have to make them especially hard. So the brush pile challenge has really expanded in its scope. You know, look at this. This is a pretty daunting thing for a dog to climb, or for an Uncle Stonnie to climb either. So let's see. I probably should have brought some farm dogs back here. Oh, come on, dogs. Come on, Sophie. You can do it. Come on. Who can make it up here to see Uncle Stonnie? Oh, can you do it? You're a very good dog. Oh my gosh. You can do it. Now, that's what I'm talking about. One black lab right to the top. But Sophie's wanting to come. Come on, Sophie. You can do it. Oh my gosh. Yes, very good. Very good climber. Come on. Come on, look. Look at that work ethic. Oh my gosh, she's a very good climber. You get down. You get plenty of attention. Oh, look at this baby. Look at this baby right here. Oh my gosh. These guys are so excited. Oh, they're so excited. So look at that. I mean, you know, how can you beat that? Of course, my man, No Name, was the first one up the brush pile. But look, Sophie made it too because she's super awesome, you know. So all you Champagne Lab haters in the comments section, can your dog master the brush pile challenge? If not, maybe you need to keep them typing fingers in your lap. You know, all right, we'll walk around a little farther. Oh, very good, Sophie. Oh, very nice. Come on, cameraman. So I've strategically placed the cameraman uphill from my position so that I can show you guys me running with these dogs and how the Champagne Labrador checks in and stays with me. Come on, dogs. So if I'm out here doing some laps, not that I ever do any laps, but let's just say I was. Look at this. I got a bunch of black labs with me. And right here's the silver one, or the champagne one, right? So watch, if I run down the hill, runs down the hill with me, no leash, not dependent on a bunch of treats, just me and my whistle. And she's keeping up with the black labs just fine, you know? Come on, babies, come on. Very good dogs. Come on, come on. Very nice. Now her and Maxie, they're young, so they get to wrestling and playing a little bit. But even when they were wrestling and playing, as soon as I hollered for them, they run right up the hill. And there wasn't a whole lot of difference between, you know, like how responsive they were. They were both playing. They both stopped after I hollered for them, and they both run up the hill. And look, they're both right here waiting for a little love and attention. Very nice. All right. Well, look, that's not a long and exhaustive video concerning the specifics of Champagne Labradors, because to be honest with you, I don't know anything about them. It's the first one I've ever seen. But I just thought I would kind of give you an overview of one of the new things that's popping up. And for those of you who just like dogs on my channel, y'all will think that's kind of interesting. And for those of you who think there are 3 colors of labs, black, yellow, and chocolate, you'll be offended, and you guys can have a good time in the comment section. And for those of you like me who think all dogs want to be labs, but all labs want to be black, you just kind of sit back smugly and watch the war go on and between the YouTube experts. All right, I'll see y'all next week.